Hey Wolfpack. Wow, it's been a long time. I went to log into my account, my main account on the computer, and it's been so long that I didn't remember the login. So, my account had been handed over for about a month or so over to a good friend of mine that dealt with 53 until I could migrate. So, he hooked me up and migrated me to a new kingdom of his friends where my account's just not going to set. So we finally get into play. So right now I'm just working on bringing back up all my RSS. And right now I'm just going free to play for a little bit. We'll see what happens, but it feels amazing to get my main account back. So I did get to go back to KVK2, so I get to redo KVK2. Thank you to my friend, and we're just preparing now, so we're not too far to the beginning of KVK. Let's see, we have just, it'll be on the 19th, so we will get to stream KVK2 with this account. I was zeroed in 53, so I just got all the troops healed, got migrated over last night. We'll get that recuperation, so I want to thank Callie, the king or queen of this kingdom, for reaching out, inviting us to come. We've had a really warm welcoming, so very thankful for that. 53, that was not me in 53. My account was handed over to someone else. There was saying that my son was doing it. No, my son is a teenager. He was not the one doing it. But 53, I think, I don't know what happened. I wasn't logging in. I was staying over in my other kingdom. So whatever happened, that was not me, and that was not any of my family, but it was a friend of mine. And I think that there might have been some fireworks there from what I heard. So right now what I'm just working on, like I said, I'm farming, trying to build back up my RSS. Most likely I'll load up right before KVK. But right now it's myself and my friend who's logging into my account. He's doing some things with my account. I think he wants to do MGE. He took the last couple MGEs, I think, in 53. I think the first time he was in 4th place, and then I'm not sure what he said this last time. So I just want to give a shout out to my friend who took over my account for a little bit for me. Right now I've just started on Hell version of the Kurok, or however you say it. A lot of my troops are out, so we'll just go through that. Somewhere I have the list that tells us, what troop type per for which number. But anymore, I just kind of just go out and just do it, so we'll see. But right now, I'm now in 93 with my main account. They got the Lost Temple, just waiting on KVK to start. We're not in pre-KVK yet. I think it starts in a couple days, the 19th, so that's, what is that? 13 days, something like that, trying to go off the top of my head. We'll just grind this. So how was everyone's Christmas? We were extremely busy. I didn't even play. I didn't even get on ROK. I actually deleted ROK from my phone probably for weeks to a month. I am on the Chisel Guile project for that whiteout, so I played that a little bit. I just didn't even worry about my account. And thankfully, like I said, my friend just had a lot of fun. I think he brought my kill points up. Yeah, so at 223, it's a little bit better than what it was due to KVK 1. So everyone, what are you doing with your accounts? Where's everybody at? Like I said, I'm back in KVK. I'll be doing KVK 2 again since I missed out. And then I'll be going into KVK 1 with my other account. So we'll see. Right now I'm sharing my account. I just don't have a lot of time. My job had a big layoff, so right now I'm not spending. But we'll just grind this. So now it's back to the old elbow grease and just grinding my way through. So I know it's been a minute. I think it's been, oh, I'd have to go back and look, what, a month, 2 months since I've been on last. I'm getting 3 weight here. Let him finish. But I'm really new at this kingdom. Like I said, they had a very warm welcome, so thank you, Callie, and all those that invited this account to come. I'm getting to know everyone, playing. So it's just going to be pretty chill. I think it'll find it's a lot more peaceful. So anyone from 53, like I said, that was not me. That was a friend of mine. He had my account for a bit. I just completely got off ROK. I needed a break after everything that happened. I don't quite understand why people get so mean. Just hateful. And you know, someone that spends a lot of money on an account, I get when we go into, like I say all the time, I get when we go into KVK and you get 0 because you're off territory or something like that, or if you're out messing around and you cause yourself some trouble and then you get 0'd. But just for that drama, we're just going to shut that door and start over again, and going back to KVK2. So I feel like I haven't missed a whole lot. Commanders, thanks to my friend, he got Constantine, got Alex now, pushing him up. And of course, these guys are expertise already. Cow, I need to go ahead and finish getting his skills finished. He's almost done. I really like him and Bailey together. I'm doing the hit and runs, especially with KVK2, but all the good commanders are coming out now here in SOC, so. And I heard we have, like I said, I'm completely out of the loop. I haven't been watching my streamer friends, but I guess, is there new commanders coming out? Someone tell me. Update me with what's been going on in the last month with ROK. I'm just now plugging in. I just took that much needed break, throughout November and December, and I just didn't even game, except for the Chisel Guile project with my friends there, doing the whiteout. That's been a lot of fun, but it's a lot different than ROK. I thought about streaming that, but it only goes in portrait view, so it's just like a little tiny block in the center. It'd just be very difficult to stream. But you can check out Chisel Guile's channel, and he's streaming a lot about that, so it's a lot of fun. I think it really refreshed me, got my head back on straight. I'd have to say it's probably my first really long break from ROK that I've had in forever. But I don't know if my friend wants credit, but he did great with my account for a month. Took care of it. I loaded it up for him before he left with gems and RSS, and just let him have at it. So he kind of just had a funded account for a month or two. And that's, you know, for my friends, it's like, I love to help my friends, but it's amazing when you have people that you call your friend, they'll stab you in the back. It doesn't matter how much you give them, doesn't matter money you spend on them. You don't have real friends in ROK. So I can count a few. The one that took care of my account, and then Apocalyptic Gaming, like, I'm just so thankful for their support, for being there for me. So I have some really great mentors. I have to refresh him in a little bit. So right now I have on my favorite skin. It has the 5% gathering. Let's see, I think I'm using enter. There we go. Oops. And what I'm going to work on next, so my next thing that I'll start spending on is I'm going to focus on gear now. Like I said, I haven't been on the account a couple months, but so this is actually, I should be using infantry, but I had my gathering on. I was in desperate need of gold, after him doing all the MGEs. But we'll keep grinding that gold. I did migrate over another one of my farms, so that way I can keep that going. Let me see if I can find some of his reports. Man, he was just nailing MGE and KVK2 and 53. So it looks like he had a lot of fun. I haven't got to go through and look through all the reports yet. But great player. I recommend him as a pilot if anyone's looking for a pilot. So it looks like he did some grinding. But well done. I'll read through all those later. But make sure you say hello. I've missed y'all. I've had a lot of messages through Discord that I've got to kind of keep in touch with some of the main people. But if you're coming on, just say hello, and I'm glad to have y'all back. I believe that they said that 93 is an A seed. Again, my friend planned all this out for me to migrate. Yeah, I can only see battles. Yeah, let me do that. And then we can see what he did. I was just kind of thumbing through. I hadn't even got to look. I just literally took back over my account. Let's see. Sort by battle reports. Where's it at? Here we go. I got on peacekeeping still. So here we go. Battles. Let's scroll down. He has some smaller percentages. He had a really good 509%, but still, that's nothing huge. I came on and I had, when I left my account, I was just going to leave my account for 30, 60 days till KVK2 was over with. I left everything like on Garrison. I took took everything off. Top, what are you saying? Top. Yeah, I have it on the battle. Those are the different ones. But anyway, so I left all my commanders like set up for just Garrison on their talents and so forth, and didn't have it in their battle. And I think that he fought with them, getting those numbers with them like on Garrison, and a lot of them I just had complete all their talents off. So that way when I was ready to migrate, I had the power down as low as I possibly could. And then of course like all my troops were dead since it was zeroed. Since I left it there. But all that drama, you know, it's past. But it definitely taught me a lesson. Okay, so let me go back to... And you fly through that AP fast. I need to switch my skin. I have infantry skin on. And I'm rolling out with Cav. But it feels so good. It's like, you know, when you go on vacation for like months and then you come home, that feeling of like being in your own house. I feel that way about this account. Like, you know, I have my other account that I was doing free to play, and I love that kingdom, but this account is like my baby. This is what, my 6th T5 account in 6 years. So there was just something about this one that I always loved, but it's had its challenges. You know, picking out bad kingdoms, bad kings. So I think from here on we'll have smooth sailing. Still planning on the spring jump project with all the main guys. It's going to be a great group, that 3777. So if you're not on that Discord page, let me know. You can reach me on my Discord page, Lady Badwolf. I think it's Lady Badwolf 4316, and I can get you that link. Okay, let's just keep grinding these. But for taking a month or two off ROK, it almost feels like when you leave something for a while and then you come back and you have to almost kind of find everything again, because I just wasn't even logging in. Looks like we got some gold coming back. That's one thing. If you have people that you can really trust and you can share your account with, especially like your T5 accounts where they can fight when you're asleep, or for example, my friend, he is amazing with MGE, so just kind of handing over my account for him during that time that I was away, it just really was, it's a good thing. So I always recommend sharing your account with people you trust, and vice versa. Especially during KVK, so that way your T5 account's going around the clock. It doesn't have to, you know, they can count on you throughout the war. Share your account with those people that you trust. And I could drag and drop, would make more sense. So what's everyone been up to? Looks like we have several on here. I'm just was so used to seeing you guys, you know, 3-4 days a week, and now it's like coming back, and I know it's going to take a little bit for y'all to see that I'm online, but I appreciate you all waiting as I dealt with family stuff, and of course the holidays. It's a new year, so let's just get back on it. I have some other games that I thought about trying to go ahead and stream as well, so we're a little bit more, you know, multifaceted. I have a realm on Minecraft. I don't know if there's any Minecraft people. We do it in survival, but we're building, so there's a group of us doing that. And then of course the whiteout, the survival whiteout. Destiny 2, if any of you guys are on Destiny 2, let me know. I'm in a pretty great clan, but just getting those weekly updates, you know, I'll play for a few days and then just done for the week until the next update. So we don't know yet. Normally Christmas is when the new stuff comes out, and this year they're waiting until spring, so I guess they're really changing Destiny. Let that finish, and I need to send out for gold. One more. Get one more note. So those that are in the US or anywhere else, are you guys getting this snow and ice storm? We're in the south and it's still like below freezing. They talked about us getting snow, and of course we're not going to get it, but it would have been fun to have snow in the south. I'm from the Midwest, so like it's normal for me to see like a blizzard up to the door. But this 12 years in the south, I think I've gotten spoiled. Like I've had my fireplace and stuff on and I am just freezing. And then I hear from my friends that are like in the Midwest again, and it's just awful. So sending out prayers and love to y'all, because I'm hearing some pretty nasty stuff that way. So if you're someone that I know, let me know how you guys are doing with this storm. And I'm not going to hit my AP bottles because we're almost to KVK, so that's about it on that. It's just going to be a lot of grinding for RSS now. Try to bring back up my power. I lost so many troops. I was what were we at? Were we at like 63 million or something like that before? Well, we can look, can't we? Let's see if I can figure it out, because like I said, normally from the cell phone. Where's the highest power? Tech highest power. We were at 64 million before KVK2. So we'll bring that back up, and for those that are new, we had drama before. The king started zeroing everyone. He wasn't the king, he was the assistant king. Made the main king quit. A lot of people quit, a lot of people are migrating. I just opened my mouth and called him out, and then got myself zeroed after promising, being promised not to be zeroed. But my count was just gonna set, and my friend stepped up and said, hey, I'll play it. So he brought up my kill power, and whatever happened, happened. I never logged in, so I didn't see. I just seen a few reports. But I'm not going to start spending on this account for a little bit, and then I might try to do a heavy push again here maybe by February. But also I'll be in that 3777 project with all the streamers, the content creators. So I'll keep this as a main and that as a secondary main. But it's really going to be, you know, we're really going to be there to help out a lot of the free-to-play or the light spenders. So if you are free-to-play, you know, I definitely recommend join that project because we're going to be there to help and to teach. So it's a good time, you know, like to come in if you haven't played a lot before. Or if you're a well or Kraken like myself, then come on, let's do it together. Let's see. You said keen as for the project to start. What was that, Cameron? Do you mean like the time? It's gonna start. It's gonna be 3777. So it's kind of like, you know, when is that gonna drop? I want to say it's gonna be like March, maybe March, April-ish, something like that. But if you go to the Discord page, you're going to see there's a lot of names that you know from YouTube that are all going in on it. It's going to be a great group, but it is not just a content creator project. We're doing it for everyone else, so that way they have a good kingdom without all the drama. Because we're all like on the same mission of teaching new people how to play and making a peaceful, quality kingdom. So it's going to be good. So bundle wise, you know, like the only thing I got was my passports. I love that new release where you can get your passports from the store now. You get what, 3 or 4 a day. So that's a big help. And then my other account, let me switch over. I'll switch over right quick to my other account. That's the next account's going to be going into KVK1. Starting up here pretty quick. I haven't been on it for a couple months. I just started again on that as well. And let's see, is this it or is this my farm? Yeah, this is it. My farm is also, it's a Lotus. I did Lotus on my farm just because I like it. So this is my other kingdom that I'm in, which is 85. So any of my people that are in 85, you know, shout out to you guys. Glad you're back. Let's see. Cameron said the 3777 project. Pretty excited for it to happen. Oh, you're the leader of 85B Academy. Hey, how are you? So yeah, I missed y'all here in 85. I had ROK burnout bad. I had to just get off, take a couple months off, focus on my kids. We really enjoyed Christmas. We went to all kinds of events, Christmas lights, live nativity scene. I mean, like, we were staying busy, and I just didn't even get on a game. Oh, Legolas, yes. Yeah, I remember who you are. I know who you are. So I'm surprised they didn't throw me out and send me to Academy since I took time off, but 85 is great. Like, this is such a great group, and Yin is like, I love her as a king. She is awesome, and the group here, like, this is just a great kingdom. So I'll be spending a lot of my time back here in 85. I think my friend, I don't know, like I said, if he wants credit, but he'll be spending a lot of time with my main account. And then once KVK starts, then I'll be on my main more. So let me switch over. So I seen that some people got some update or something that has like new texture packs. I hope that we get that because that looked really cool. Like, it was so much easier to see the RSS nodes. So I'm not sure how that's going to roll out. I am so far behind on ROK news. You know, what's coming out, what the new commanders are. I heard something about Mayan or something. But definitely, you know, we'll get caught up. And you're starting to get a little burnout too. Yeah, you know, I get it. And it's, like I said, it's been, what, 5, 6 years for me, and playing 8, 10, 12, 18, 20 hours a day. Sometimes I'd sleep 2 to 4 hours a night. And after everything happened in 53, I was just like, I'm done. I was actually going to quit. And all my friends were like, no, you're not. And so that's when they're like, let me just sign in and I'll take your account, go take a break. And when we migrate, you can come back. And I'm thankful and I'm glad that they did that. But I don't want to use my AP to do this Kurok. I can never say it. Kurok, whatever it's called. Just because KVK is about to start, and I love pre-KVK. I'll stream throughout that. I'll be grinding those Marauders, grinding the forts. I love doing rallies. I could do rallies all day long, and that's when I'll spend it. So, like, definitely, you know, as a new player, I recommend in your VIP store, you know, you get this once a week. Always pick up your AP pots here. If I'm going to spend gems, like usually I'll grab my books or my tomes, something else. You know, grab these choice chests. I love those. I don't usually get RSS here. I probably should because you get a discount. But right now I'm like really low on gems. I'm low on RSS, especially with just migrating last night. But bundle wise, you know, I'll probably go ahead and nab these next 2 days. I did yesterday with the bundle. I don't normally grab these bundles a whole lot unless I just need it. Oh, it's not clicking. There we go. Always keep your gems on for, you know, you new guys. If you can be a light spender and you only want a budget, you know, $10 a month or whatever it is in your country, I always recommend the gems or any of these because you do get that daily. Plus you get the little tiny bonus with it. So these are like my favorite. And then when I buy RSS, I usually buy it here because that way I can just pick what I need. And then gems, these are, you don't get the savings. The first time you ever do gems, I always recommend you're going to get that double. So you'll get buy, you know, for $100. Here it's $100 in my country, but you'll get the extra 25,000. So for a very first spend, I always grab that. If you have a budget to spend on that, definitely with this game, don't spend on it if you do not have the budget. Don't go broke for a game. I've seen too many people do that. Guys coming in first account and they go T5, you know, buy KVK1, and they end up just quitting the game because they've just wasted all that money. And it's definitely, this game is something, just spend if you know what you're doing. And start out light. Sorry, I had my phone. Hopefully that wasn't feeding back on you guys. I didn't realize my phone, I had the comments on my phone, and I didn't realize my voice was still going on too. My mic picks up everything. It's super sensitive. This is a great headset. The next thing I need to do, I got a new mouse, and I hate this mouse. Like, a lot of times you click, and it just doesn't respond. So if you ever see me just sitting here clicking on something, it's my mouse. It's not working. But I think this is probably the brokest I've ever been in RSS ever. Like boost, I don't have any speed ups. Oh, here's my speed ups. But boost wise, like normally I have like the expansions and the troop build expansions, equipment for taking off for so long. I need to get on and see what all stuff I have on here. But just not a lot. Of course, the Constantine heads, saving those for the next MGE. I think that my friend was going to try to do the next MGE. I've seen some of his where he's been messaging from my account. So it's a little confusing when you have someone like, you know, you call it piloting your account because they're messaging, you're messaging to kind of catch up. I'm trying to think what else on here. Commanders, like I said, Constantine is just sitting there waiting to be summoned. Alex, he grabbed Alex for me, so pushing up on that. And of course I have my expertise commanders and going into KVK2. but we'll work on that. So it's, just not a whole lot going on. I got messages, talking about KVK, I think for like 49. I try to keep track of everything from like 46, 35, 46, all the way up to, 35, 53, just kind of knowing what's going on. If you ever look at my account, I don't think you can see it when I'm logging into other accounts, but like I have a ton of accounts because I create like little farm accounts so that way I can see what's happening in the kingdom, but I haven't been logged in the last month. So let me know how your guys' KVK2 was, or if you're going into KVK1. I used to always just kind of know what you guys were doing and keep chatting, but I miss all my people. The break was good, but it's good to be back. So I'm just going to keep grinding for gold. I'll let my AP, come back up. I should be Germany unless he changed me. Yeah, so that way I get, with Germany, you get the extra action point, 10%. But for you new guys starting out, of course, always start out in China. By the time you get to City Hall, 10, you'll get the change. For cavalry, I usually always go to Germany for the cavalry attack and the troop training speed and the point recovery. Usually by the time, say, like I'm CH24. But for me, like CH24 is usually like in the first couple weeks. Because I can push T5 in about 20 some days without using a ton of speed ups. This account I used way too many speed ups because I went 30 days without an alliance, and I went from 10 million to 25 million or 24.5 million in those 30 days just off speed ups alone. Like I said, this account's had kind of a rough start, just bad kingdoms. And this is the first time I've ever just had in 6 years this string of mess. I don't know if it's a new generation of people that are playing, or if I just got, that 35, 46 to 53 was just bad group. But I kind of know what's going on with each of them. I know there was a lot of king turnover and so forth. If you watch Smuck, he talks about different accounts. But now I think things should be good now. We're here in this kingdom, and then of course my other kingdom's great, just love them. So it feels different. It feels like we've kind of gotten out of the clear. But does anyone ever read these? I don't. I click. I'm not like these text games. I know that they like they want to teach us history and things, but this is something I can live without. Is this feature? But they drive me crazy just sitting here. And I don't know, do you get like more rewards if you pick the right conversation, or, I mean, like really, what's the point? Newspaper. Food production. I mean, that'll help some. Hey, right here. It's my account. Joined our kingdom. Shion's my friend that's been playing it. So awesome. And of course, I switch back to my name now. So if you're getting messages from Shion, that's both of us on my account. Just ask who it is, so that way you know who you're talking to. As far as research, everything's done. There's nothing left to research. The T5 trebuchets finally got unlocked and finished, so research is done on this account. So now my next focus is gear, really getting my gear, getting my formations nailed down, perfect for each of the marches. All the times that I've done T5s, like I take different approaches in different ways. Like sometimes I just focus on commanders, sometimes I focus on the building and research, and I've tried all these different ways, and of course people yell at you and tell you you're not doing something right, versus just letting a person be and let them try different things, like process of elimination. So this time I really focused on my buildings, my research, spent my gems, on things that I couldn't get quickly, like my books for my castle, or your arrows for your watchtower, because I just wanted to get to T5 like in the first 30 days. I think it was like 45 days, some I don't remember, because I had to migrate twice, so I had to kind of set and freeze. I couldn't up my power anymore. I couldn't migrate. But and then I worked on my commanders, and then now I'm going to work on gear. If I would have been playing for KVK2 and 53, I would have had my gear nailed down, but I took that month or two off, so so I'll work on that now. That's where I'll be spending what bundles. Oh, I was dumb. Like I said, when I get on the computer, everything just looks so flipping different. But I'll work on the gear, getting these, and doing a little bit, you know, little more like grinding. Where before, like I just log in and I just kind of just paid my way through, just bought everything. I'm going to be doing a little bit more grinding from now on, and to see how far I can get. But and AOO is coming. I love AOO. I hear a lot of people, you know, especially the newer people, like they say they don't play because they don't feel like they have everything that they need. I still recommend, you know, like even if you're a new player, free to play, go and have fun. There's tons of videos, or message me and, you know, I can help with AOO, help you kind of get acquainted with it a little bit. But I love rallying. I mean, that's what my account's set up for, is a rally leader. But AOO just like really kind of test out your formation, test out your commanders. There's different commanders that you would use for like AOO than what you would use for like Canyon and so forth. So there's different builds on my Discord, my Wolfpack Discord. I have that bot on there that you can get the different formations. So if you don't have another Discord page that you're using for that, feel free to join my Wolfpack Discord group. I can send you that link. I have other bots on there as well for calculations and so forth, so it's very, very helpful. I was going to say something else and then I forgot. But that's always like my focus is the newer players. I'm there for you, because we all need help starting out. There's nothing worse than like getting your account, you spend money on it, and then so like for example, my very first account all these years ago, in the beginning, like I was pushing my green commanders and my blue commanders, and someone's like, oh no, you got to do gold and purple. I mean, that's just the kind of stuff that you do with a brand new account when you've never played before. If you can, you know, match up with like a mentor, they're going to help you. And I've had people, you know, in the last 6 years that really just like took me underneath their wing and taught me how to play. And now, you know, like people still tell me, oh, you know, you shouldn't do it that way, but this is my account. And yes, I do it that way because through trial and error, I found something that works for me that may not work for someone else. But my focus was, you know, to get to T5 quickly for KVK1, which I did, and now KVK2 will push the other stuff. So the account will get fixed. But that's about it, guys. And I feel so good to be home. Like, I like my other account, but that's a free to play account, or free to play account, and it just doesn't feel the same. When you have like this feel to your account, when you get your commanders nailed down, especially when you start getting your gear and your formations, like there's just this feel, and you know, kind of like driving a car, you know how the car is going to respond to you. I feel that way about this account. Like I just know where my limits are, I know what I can take on, and it's like just getting back into your comfy pair of shoes. So it's going to be fun. I'll try streaming at least 3 days a week. Especially going into KVK, we'll stream during the Marauders and so forth. That's just one of my favorite things. Like, I love pre-KVK. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And, you know, I always welcome. I have people message me and like, hey, you know, what about this for your account? I will always listen to that. It doesn't matter how many years you play this game. You never stop learning. Like, and it's constantly evolving and constantly changing. So you just feel like you know what you're doing, and then they change migration, or they change the way formations work. And then we all have to just kind of learn it all over again together. So for now, I'm just going to focus on RSS. I'm going to try not to spend anything for a couple months. I just had a job turnover, so I'm trying to do the responsible thing and not dig in. But definitely, you know, I want to get ready for KVK2. So it's just a lot of grinding. I did bring my farm here. It's like a main account. Like it's got all the commanders, it's got everything, but it's only like 7 million, something like that. But I'm just going to use it as a farm. So I'm trying to slowly change. When I know an account's a farm, like I focus on the farm commanders. I always try to get I'll show you. I can never say her name right. She's your best gold commander in my opinion. She has the extra gathering speed for gold right here. So I try to get her pushed up, especially on a farm account, because gold is a T5's greatest struggle, and you know, most important asset is your gold, because healing, growing, everything, it takes a tremendous amount of gold. So she is, you know, one of the few gatherers that I like to focus on. And then as far as my other farming commander on my farm account, where is he? Gaius, I like him for gathering also. And I know, you know, y'all chime in. What's your favorite gathering commander? So, hey, greetings. Thanks for coming by. Is it pronounced T.S. August? From 3370. Thanks for coming by. So I really appreciate you. I was saying that I haven't been on my account for 2 months. I had a pilot just kind of manning it until I could get migrated. Got a bad kingdom where they had a king take over and the kingdom just kind of fell apart. So I think that they lost KVK2. But I just took a long, much needed 2-month break. I think it's been 2 months. I'd have to go back and see when my last stream was, but it's been that long. But I love that all this free, you know, like free RSS, all these little different things you can do. Right now we're just doing the event, but I'm out of AP. So Card King, I'm not gonna waste my gems on right now. I'll wait till Egg Event. Egg Event I always spend on. I just migrated here, so I was at 53 and it was bad. Like my 64 million account got zeroed. I was down to like 53 million, something like that. And it was agreed that I wasn't going to get zero because I was part of the leadership, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. Like it was just a mess. But so my friends got me here to 93, just migrated my account for me, got me settled in last night, and messaged me and was like, hey, you got your account back. So here I am. But I'm very thankful when you have good ROK friends that just let you take a break and keep your account going. So, you know, that's amazing people. And like I told him, you know, I'll take care of them too. I'm going to make sure that he has something nice, and he can get on my account and play. He likes to do MGE for the kill points. You know, he can use my T5 and have a heyday, and I just load him up with RSS and gems and just let him go to town. So I don't want to say it's like having the money and given the keys to the Rolls Royce or the whatever the sports car are these days, but like I'll just prep it for him and let him play. But that's, you know, that's what friends do. We kind of all stick together. But that's about it, guys. I'm just gonna, you know, keep going on the gold, keep grinding. I'll switch over to my farm in a minute, and we'll set the harvesters for that as well. I did have 5 farms for this account, and I only migrated over 1. Oops. I still prefer playing ROK from my cell phone than I do the computer. I just always feel like, I don't know what, I just enjoy the cell phone version better. My mouse is not clicking. I'm gonna have to just search by eye. It's gonna keep finding the same ones over and over again. originally I was going to go to 75, but then with my friends, but they're going into KVK 3, right? Yeah, they're going into KVK 3, and I wanted to redo KVK 2 again since my count was just kind of taken from me from the old king. There's like little things I wish that they would do with the search function. You know, we have barbarian search here. I wish that they would also add a fort search on here. And I also wish that the, you know, like the search function for each item would really focus on what's closest to you. Because sometimes it just like really jumps you out. And also, you know, there's no gems function or search function, so... And I hope we get that new, I guess you'd call it like a shader or whatever, but the RSS nodes looked awesome. Does anyone have that yet? Be your friend in ROK? Well, I'm everyone's friend in ROK. I'm always happy and, you know, to help people out. But sadly, what I've learned is you help people out and then they stab you in the back. And I really got scolded this last time from my core group of people, because I used to give out money and I used to give out things to players to help because I just want to help, and then they stab me in the back later, which is terrible. Bite the hand that feeds you. Don't do that. Was I in the 3380? Oh my gosh, I've been to so many accounts because I start so many accounts because I want to see what's happening in the kingdom, especially with my main account. Like, I don't want to migrate my main account until I know where I'm going. So I think I had 1 in 80. I had like 5 or 6 different jumpers, and then I picked 30. Where'd I end up going? Gosh, I don't remember. There's just so many accounts. Like I said, 6 years, all the accounts just kind of start to run together in my head. And there's specific ones that I remember, and then there's other ones like, yeah, you know, I was there for a season and then I left. I can only think of 2736. I think I stayed for like 3 seasons. That's the longest I've stayed. The ones where I was king, the twice that I was king, like we stayed there till KVK 3 or 4, and then we started over again, because by KVK 4 I'm bored. KVK 3 is my favorite, but by KVK 4, like, I'm bored. You know, there's nothing to like build or grow anymore. You just set new farm all season just to go, and then if you're pay to win, you don't even farm. You just like don't play your account, and then you're there for KVK. So like, I like to play for KVK, but I love more the first season of ROK, the kingdom building, you know, the different zones, doing the fog. Like, that's what I really love doing. And that's why some people are like, hey, how are you? I'm always terrible at saying names. Is it Village ROK? But I recognize your name from somewhere. I don't know where. But anyway, so yeah, so for me, like, you know, I'll play KVK 3 to 4 and then I start over again. So my plan was to play this account when I was in, what, 40s? Well, originally it was in 51 and then I went to 46. But my plan was to stay with this account until KVK 3 or 4 and then start the spring project with everyone, which will be the 3777 project. But I ended up starting one in between and did the 3585. So I'm kind of playing that as my secondary, because if you think about it, especially like pay to win, you don't do all the grinding like everyone does. So I like having 2 accounts going. I have my pay to win account and then I have my free to play, and that gives me kind of something to do, because like right now, like, I'm out of AP and my guys are farming, so what am I gonna do? So then I go play my other account and grind on that one. In ROK, it's Bad Wolf or Lady Bad Wolf is what I always have. So like here, it's Lady Bad Wolf. I think in 85 it's Bad Wolf. So in the name, people ask me that all the time, where does Bad Wolf come from? Hey, how are you? Bad Wolf actually comes from Doctor Who. So if anyone watches Doctor Who, you know the Bad Wolf story. It is my favorite story. If you don't know about it, go Google YouTube. It's like this sci-fi time, totally like cheesy sci-fi show, but it is one show that I've watched billions of times. And yes, I migrated. So now I'm in 93, 3593 for my current main that I'm using. But yeah, so that's where Bad Wolf comes from. It's from a movie. Basically, it just means like she looks out for the evil in the world, and that's just my personality. That's what got me zeroed, was I was calling out the bad king, and got myself zeroed for it. But I end up being right in the end. I'm always right in the end. Um, so I don't have any regrets other than I lost 2 months of time. Um, but I'm back in KVK2 again, so it's good. It'll be good. I'll catch up now. Yeah, so 93, I just arrived last night. My friend Shion migrated me. He made the arrangement for my account to come. He'll still be on my account as well. He's king in another kingdom. I have a lot of king friends. You know, we've played together. I stepped down temporarily from being a content creator because I just needed those months off, and I couldn't, fulfill like the number of streams that I could do. So eventually I'll kick back into full gear again. Right now I'll do my hour probably 3 times a week until we get into KVK. But if y'all want to come out, hang out an hour a couple times a week, and I'm here to help, especially you new guys. Don't feel bad. Ask questions. We're here to help you, and I can always recommend more streamers. The way that I do stuff is not the only way. It's just what I found works for me, and it's what I like to do. So you might have been. I have had a lot of jumper projects. Yeah, that happens a lot. When I was king, oh gosh, what kingdom was that? My last time I was king, many know the story, and that's where a lot of people know me from. I was king, co-king with a couple people, really good friends, and the academy, we were splitting the king rotation 3 ways. During the rotation, they let one of the Vietnamese whales, no hate to anyone, I'm sorry for even saying that, they let one of the other whales take the lead for a night, and he opened the door right when we were getting all the migration happening, opened the door for all his friends, and while we were sleeping they wiped our account out, and then it just kind of split up. So sadly you see all these like bad players coming in, and it's ruining the game. It's making so many people quit, and that's like where my heart is to bring these new players in and to give them the same love for the game like what I've experienced over the years. Because this is a unique game. I mean, like, I do a lot of kingdom building. I'm playing the Whiteout. I'm playing. I've done the Age of Empires mobile. Did the content creator group. What else? Like, I've played a lot of kingdoms, but I always come back to ROK. This game is like. I'm trying to think of say it's not a game. It's like a relationship. You build all these relationships with people, and there's really good people that I've been with for 5-6 years, and there are people that will take your money and stab you in the back, or they destroy your kingdom. And so it's I have a love for it, but I also just wish that there was a little bit more of a way to keep those guys out, like you're saying, that you do a jumper project and the rogues come in and kill the kingdom. The only way to prevent that is for the wells to protect the kingdom. Yeah, that's sad. Now, Clips, I don't recognize your name, so I don't know if you watch many of my streams, but get on my Discord and I'll send you the link for that 3777 project. That's going to be a kingdom that it's all the content creators coming together to make a kingdom that's safe for free to play, for the light spenders, for the wells, everything, because it's going to be so many of us together. That's going to be a great kingdom, and I don't know our starting point for the jump, but we will end up in 3777. I've kind of just stayed out of it. I found I'm burnt out on leadership. I'm burnt out on, I don't even care about being king anymore. I just want to come in here and I want to play. I want to do barbs and the Marauders, you know, things like that. And I want to play KVK. I want to get on a KVK. I want to go fight. I want to help build. But all the other stuff, like, I don't even read chats. So, it just, so much drama's happened over the years that it started to just make me despise even getting on. But so that makes me very sad when I see like that, when you do new jumpers and you start out with your friends and it looks really good, and it's not even about being king, it's just about having a good kingdom to play in that everyone can be welcome, and it's not just one group coming in and take over the kingdom. So I totally get that. It's been like a thorn in my side trying to figure out, you know, what can we do to make this game better? And that's where 3777's coming in, or the 3777's what we call it. We want a kingdom where we're not going to have that kind of mess anymore. But so definitely I recommend, if anyone wants to do a spring project, join that group. It's going to be great. And there's more names from YouTube you all know that are joining. We're going to all work together and it's going to be amazing. But right now I'm out of AP. Everyone's farming. I don't have a lot to do. More just kind of chatting. I could switch over to my secondary account. I think I've already completed everything for the day. I want to get registered for Ark. I'll stream Ark. I just love it. For you new guys, it makes me sad when I see all these new players that are too afraid to dive into Ark. You know, AOO, Ark of Osiris. We can help you. We can help you figure it out, so that way you can go and you can have fun. And I'll give some tips and tricks whenever I stream that, because that's one moment that you can just go out and just kill all your troops, because if you hit that 10,000, you're going to get your troops back and you don't even have to heal them. It's awesome. So that's one of the biggest mistakes for like new people, is they go out and they play and they're sitting there healing their troops. I'm like, what are you doing? Because you're just wasting your RSS. So we'll do that, and we'll just kind of go through tips and tricks on that. Let's see what else is going on. I was going to say one more thing, and I forgot before I'm going to get off. But, so, I'm home now, new home. You'll see me migrate, you know, every season, every other season, depending on the kingdom. This is supposed to be a seed. The kingdom was figured out for me, you know, from my guys that kind of help with my account. They said, here, this is where you're going now to go play, and here I am. So I'm gonna get off here pretty quick, and we're just about ready to hit that hour mark. I try to not go over an hour, because that seems to be when everyone drops off, but you know, keep in touch. I'll be about 3 days a week. I'll be back to streaming, and more we'll do every day, you know, once KVK starts, especially if we're doing good. So KVK 1 with this account was terrible, because we were so overpowered that we couldn't, you know, no one would fight against us. They were giving up. Like, even the favorite kingdom just gave up, laid down, said we're not coming in to Kingsland. So it wasn't as fun. It was just kind of boring. It was like farming. You got Kingsland and nobody was opposing you. So hopefully we'll have some more challenges this KVK, and actually have a true fight. And, you know, with ROK, you guys, I just want to really encourage you, when you go to ROK, or when you go into KVK, don't trash talk your opponents. You know, go out and fight, you know, kick each other's tails, do all that stuff. You can play trash talk, but then when you leave that field, shake hands, because I tell you what, this game is a revolving door. You always come back and you play with the same people over and over again. Like, I see people from different kingdoms. There's people that really don't like me here, and the reason that they don't like me is because I just have a non-filtered version, and if I see someone just being a real punk, I'm gonna call them out on it, especially if they're hurting the little guys. I'm super protective over the little guys, the free-to-play. You know, I can spend all the money I want on my account, but if the free-to-play players or the light spenders don't stay in the game's gonna die. So our focus needs to be less about ourselves and more about the community. You know, I'm in ROK communities. Like, it's really about bringing people together from all over the world and not excluding people. And we have a lot of teenagers and kids that play this game, and you know, we want to support them. We don't want to just exclude them or set a bad example. We got to watch what we say and what we do, because we are the you know, the sight that these kids are seeing. So we're here to encourage and to help. But yeah, I'm a little bit on a tangent on that, but it was just a really bad couple months. You just get in that bad kingdom and you're stuck because you're in KVK. It was sad, but we're gonna have fun. So it starts on the 19th. It'll be first day of preseason, January 19th. So it looks like it's between 93 to 3608. So I'm not sure who we're paired up with yet. Like I said, I've just got here, so like I don't know anything, and I just kind of stay out of leadership. I just want to play, and I do what I'm told, and just have fun. So anything y'all need, you know, hit me up on Discord, LadyBadWolf4316. I got my YouTube. You should be able to find me on Instagram or on TikTok. I'll try to get back to making shorts again with some of the things that we do, but I've been in a complete like 2-month vacation. So it's great seeing you all. Thanks for coming by. You know, we had a pretty good turnout. So and all the new people, you know, please subscribe, like the channel. I'll get back into being an official content creator, hopefully, if they'll take me back after my vacation. And you'll be able to find more updates and things coming up with ROK before it comes out. So that way, kind of get that what you need to know before others know it. So appreciate y'all. Love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Probably here. Today's Tuesday, so it'll probably be Thursday before I'm back. Maybe Friday. I know Thursday's a busy day, but if anything happens, I'll be on here. But I'm just going to be harvesting for the next 2 days. I need gold, and more gold. Like T5, we just need the gold. So I'll keep y'all updated. But thanks for coming by. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Bye.